We're going to start off with a poem that is not mine. It's actually a poem by a friend of Sandra Maria Esteves, PedroPietri, or the doctor, el reverendo PedroPietri. And it's called Puerto Rican Obituary. And I think it applies really, really well to the second-class citizenship that is applied to Puerto Ricans, that is exhibited by the way that we are being treated in terms of the recovery from Hurricane Maria. So this is Puerto Rican Obituary by PedroPietri. They worked. They were always on time. They were never late. They never spoke back when they were insulted. They worked. They never took days off that were not on the calendar. They never went on strike without permission. They worked 10 days a week and were only paid for 5. They worked. They worked. They worked and they died. They died broke. They died owing. They died never knowing what the front entrance of the First National City Bank looks like. Juan, Miguel, Milagro, Olga, Manuel, all died yesterday, today, and will die again tomorrow, passing their bill collectors on to the next of kin. All died, waiting for the Garden of Eden to open up again under a new management. All died, dreaming about America, waking them up in the middle of the night screaming, "Mira, mira! Your name is on the winning lottery ticket for $100,000. All died, hating the grocery stores that sold them make-believe steak and bulletproof rice and beans. All died, waiting, dreaming, and hating. Dead Puerto Ricans, who never knew they were Puerto Ricans, who never took a coffee break from the 10 Commandments to kill the landlords of their cracked skulls and communicate with their Latino soul. Juan, Miguel, Milagro, Olga, Manuel, from the nervous breakdown streets where the mice live like millionaires and the people do not live at all, are dead and were never alive. Juan died waiting for his number to hit. Miguel died waiting for the welfare check to come and go and come again. Milagros died waiting for her 10 children to grow up and work so she could quit working. Olga died waiting for a $5 raise. Manuel died waiting for his supervisor to drop dead so he could get a promotion. It's a long ride from Spanish Harlem to Long Island Cemetery where they were buried. First the train and then the bus and the cold cuts for lunch and the flowers that will be stolen when visiting hours are over. It's very expensive. It's very expensive, but they understand, their parents understood, it's a long non-profit ride from Spanish Harlem to Long Island Cemetery. Juan, Miguel, Milagro, Olga, Manuel all died yesterday, today, and will die again tomorrow. Dreaming about Queens, clean-cut, lily-white neighborhood, Puerto Rican scene, $30,000 home, the first fix on the block, proud to belong to a community of gringos who want them linked, proud to be a long distance away from the sacred phrase, "Que pasa?" These dreams, these empty dreams from the make-believe bedrooms their parents left them are the after effects of television programs about the ideal white American family with black maids and Latino janitors who are all well trained to make everyone and their bill collectors laugh at them and the people they represent. Juan died dreaming about a new car. Miguel died dreaming about a new anti-poverty program. Milagros died dreaming about a trip to Puerto Rico. Olga died dreaming about real jewelry. Manuel died dreaming about the Irish sweepstakes. They all died like a hero sandwich dies in the Garmin district at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Social security number to ashes, union dues to dust. They knew they were born to weep and keep the morticians employed as long as they pledged allegiance to the flag that wants them destroyed. They saw their names listed in the telephone directory of destruction. They were trained to turn the other cheek by newspapers that misspelled, mispronounced, and misunderstood their names, and celebrated when death came and stole their final laundry ticket. They were born dead and they all died. It's time to visit Sister Lopez again, the #1 healer, the fortune card dealer in Spanish Harlem.
She can communicate with your relatives for a reasonable fee. Good news is guaranteed. Rise table, death is not dumb and disabled. Those who love you want to know the correct number to play. Let them know this right away. Rise table, death is not dumb and disabled. Now that your problems are over and the world is off your shoulders, help those who you left behind find financial peace of mind. Rise table, death is not dumb and disabled. If the right number we hit, all our problems will split and we will visit your grave on every legal holiday. Those who love you want to know the correct number to play. Let them know this right away. We know your spirit is able. Death is not dumb and disabled. Rise table, 1, Miguel, Milagro, Olga, Manuel, all died yesterday, today, and will die again tomorrow, hating, fighting, and stealing broken windows from each other, practicing a religion without a roof, the Old Testament, the New Testament, according to me, gospel of the internal revenue, the judge and jury and executioner, protector and eternal bill collector, second-hand stuff for sale. Learn how to say, como está usted, and you will make a fortune. They are dead. They are dead and will not return from the dead until they stop neglecting the art of their dialogue for broken English lessons to impress the Mr. Goldsteins, who keep them employed as lavaplatos, porters, messenger boys, factory workers, maids, stock clerks, shipping clerks, assistant mailroom, assistant to the assistant lavaplatos, and automatic artificial smiling doorman for the lowest wages of the ages, and rages when you demand a raise, because it's against the company policy to promise fix. One died hating Miguel, because Miguel's used car was in better running condition than his used car. Miguel died hating Milagros, because Milagros had a color television set, and he could not afford one yet. Milagros died hating Olga because Olga made $5 more on the same job. Olga died hating Manuel because Manuel had hit the numbers more times than she had hit the numbers. Manuel died hating them all. Juan, Miguel, Milagros, and Olga because they all spoke broken English more fluently than he did. And now they are together in the main lobby of the void, addicted to silence, off limits to the wind, confined to worm supremacy in Long Island Cemetery. This is the groovy hereafter. The Protestant collection box was talking so loud and proud about. Here lies Juan, here lies Miguel, here lies Milagros, here lies Olga, here lies Manuel, who died yesterday, today, and will die again tomorrow. Always broke, always owing, never knowing that they are beautiful people, never knowing the geography of their complexion. Puerto Rico is a beautiful place. Puerto Ricanos are a beautiful race. If only they had turned off the television and tuned into their own imaginations. If only they had used the white supremacy Bibles for toilet paper purposes and make their Latino souls the only religion of their race. If only they had returned to the definition of the sun after the first mental snowstorm on the summer of their senses. If only they had kept their eyes open at the funeral of their fellow employees who came to this country to make a fortune and were buried without underwear. Juan, Miguel, Milagro, Olga, Manuel will right now be doing their own thing, where beautiful people sing and dance and work together, where the wind is a stranger to miserable weather conditions, where you do not need a dictionary to communicate with your people. Aquí se habla español all the time. Aquí you salute your flag first. Aquí there are no Dial soap commercials. Aquí everybody smells good. Aquí TV dinners do not have a future. Aquí the men and women admire, desire, and never get tired of each other. Aquí que pasa power is what's happening. Aquí to be called negrito means to be called love.